Have you ever made a decision that looked perfect on paper, yet left you feeling hollow? Or perhaps you've set a goal, followed every step, but found yourself self-sabotaging at the last minute. This isn't a lack of willpower or talent. It's what I call an alignment gap. I'm Berna. Welcome to Soul in Her Strength. I'm a teacher, guide, and inner alignment specialist. And today we stop looking at why you're failing and start looking at where your internal compass is actually pointing. By the end of this video, you will have a framework to identify where your life and your truth have drifted apart. This is about functioning from a place of absolute integrity, where your head and heart finally agree on your direction. As a specialist, I define inner alignment as the state where your core values, subconscious beliefs, and daily actions move in the same direction. An alignment gap occurs when even one of these is out of sync. Think of it like a car with one wheel pointing left while you try to drive straight. You can push the accelerator as hard as you want, but you'll only burn out the engine and wear yourself down. We often mistake this friction for being stuck or a character flaw. In reality, it's your internal system trying to protect a version of you that no longer exists. Your mind wants to move forward, but a deeper part of you is still following a safety plan from 10 years ago. That tension is the gap. To find alignment, we must first acknowledge the car is out of alignment. That requires us to look at the data our lives are giving us. So how do we find these gaps? We look at the data of discomfort. Throughout my work, I've observed a consistent pattern. Our biggest frustrations are usually the loudest clues to our deepest wounds. We don't need to dive into every private detail. We simply look at the recurring friction. For example, if you find yourself people-pleasing at work, the root isn't just being a nice person. It is often a survival mechanism that taught you safety depends on other people's approval. That is the gap. Your current self wants boundaries, but your internal protector is still operating on a 20-year-old blueprint. When we name these gaps, they stop being scary secrets. They become neutral information we use to recalibrate our lives. We aren't judging the past, we are deciding if its rules still apply to our present. Identifying your gaps is the only way to close them. It requires a shift from "why is this happening to me" to "I see exactly what is out of alignment." I want you to sit with that this week. Look at where you feel the most friction and ask, is this action aligned with who I am today, or is it a reflex from yesterday? If you're ready to move from survival to true alignment, subscribe. In our next video, we'll talk about how to actually close these gaps. I'm glad you're here doing this work with me. I'm Berna, your inner alignment specialist. See you in the next one.